the way she sighed, if I was somebody that was wavering, if I was not yet sure that I wanted to marry my husband, I would have been like, hey, am I making the right decision to go and marry a man that does not have house? This man is a poor man, I cannot marry him. I would have been in that position because I mean, the way she sighed and the way she dismissed the idea of marrying a man that does not yet have a house, it was almost like I was just stupid to be saying,
this is my season.
hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So in today's video, we're going to be sharing a story time / lessons I learned from the story. So what inspired this story time is the fact that we are in the month of December, and the month of December everybody wants to marry, and this particular thing happened to me during the period of my wedding, and so I just remembered it and I was like, somebody needs to hear this. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be sharing with you guys this story time and the lessons I learned from the story. So if you're interested, keep watching. I graduated from the university in the month of December 2016, and by that time I was already my wedding was already like in the pipeline. We're already talking about it and preparations were already being done. We actually wanted to do it in the month of December, like popular opinion, like everybody does weddings in the month of December. But then we started thinking about it again. I was involved in a ceremony already, that's my graduation, and then also it was just a period where a lot of things happen. Like December, there's so many weddings, there's so many celebrations, and there's Christmas, there's everything. So we thought it wise to push our wedding to the month of March. Now, you know, when is that period of wedding? When people know you're getting married, family, friends, even people who are not close to you, ones that have just heard that, hey, this person is getting married, it's almost like when they see you, they want to just talk about your wedding, they want to ask you questions, who's the man? And so yeah, so what happened during this period was, in the spirit of one of those conversations that I was having with somebody. Now, to get into perspective, it's not a random person. I will just not disclose who. It's not a random person, but it's somebody that is not actually directly close to me, but this person is close to somebody that I'm close to, and this person that I am close to is actually somebody that is I can say is an elder to me. And so I always had conversations with this person, and whenever I had these conversations, their other partner or whoever was around, and so the person had now the opportunity to jump in the conversation and ask me questions and say whatever it is they wanted to say. So on this particular day, we were talking about my hair and then my dress and maybe my nails. We're just talking about, you know, bridal things. And so in the course of the conversation, this lady goes ahead to ask me. She had had the opportunity to be in our compound one of the days my husband came, and so she went ahead to ask me. She asked me that when I get married, where am I going to be living? And I was like, I'm going to be living in Limbe. Then she went ahead to ask me that, where are we going to be living in our own house? I'm like, yes, of course. Then she said, in their own house, like your husband has already built his house. I'm like, no, you guys. The sigh that she gave, her face completely changed, and then she gave me one very big sigh, like she sighed, and then she just turned her face, and then I was in shock. You know when you don't understand why somebody reacts in a certain way, like my mother has not told me that she's not married man that is renting. My father has not told me that. Then somebody from nowhere just comes and the person is asking me, does he have a house? And the truth is, I actually feel like I was so immature to have granted her an honest answer or even an answer, because it's not everybody that you just say things to. Now I've made it clear that she was like close to somebody that was close to me, that was more family. So it's somebody that is always around. You know, when there's like an extended family friend that is always around, that ends up just being absorbed in certain conversations that I think the person shouldn't be in. So I think that's probably one of the things that made me to respond to her that kind of question, because I'll not meet a random person and the person is asking me, where will you be staying, has your husband built the house, and all of that. So when she gave me that look, I couldn't sit quiet. I'm not somebody that is very, when I see something I need to ask a question, I ask. So I asked her, like, why the reaction, like what's the problem? She was like, oh, I saw him the other day. She was talking about my husband, that she saw him, that he looks like somebody that already has a house, that he looks that kind of, whether he looks rich or he looks like, you know. So according to her, she had seen him and she was expecting that, okay, because he has big car, he probably has house. I don't know where that mindset came from, but that's from what she explained to me. It showed that that's what she was thinking. And then she was like, babe, it's good to move into your own house. I'm like, what have I done in this life? I've just graduated, I've not even entered Shomenka. I've not even, I mean, it's a very, for me, I look back and I just say thank God, because it's a very good thing for me to know how it feels to be in an apartment that you are paying rent. It's a good thing for me to just go through the process. I don't know about other people, but me, I'm thanking God that I did not marry a man that already be a house, that I don't even know how the foundation came about. I did not put 5 francs. I will just be living. I mean, it's not like if that's your situation, you're met a man who has already built his house and you are going to enter your own house. It's not like I'm saying that it's bad, but for me, I really don't look at it that way. And even 5 years after, I look back and I'm grateful that we have started from where we have started and we are where we are now. So when we had that whole conversation, it just got me thinking, like, just imagine that that's my elder sister, and she advises me and tells me that one criteria for a man I want to marry is that the man should have a house. Like, what does that speak of me as a lady? It's almost as if we women are being trained to go to school, have sense, but when we finish our degree, let's keep it. Let's not look for money. Let's not hustle. Let's just go and sit down, make ourselves beautiful, look for one made man, one man that's built house, bought car, do this, and they will just go and enter into the wealth. Like, that's exactly what just came to my mind. I was just like, I'm in shock. Like, why do you say that? Why are you telling me that I need to marry a man that has a house already? So that's the first thing that came to my mind. And then I started thinking again. So if the criteria for me to marry a man is that the man should have a house, the man should have money, because in essence that's what she was saying, the man has to be a rich man. Now, what if the man goes through a phase in life where he doesn't have those things that were my priority at the beginning? It means that that's not the man I married again. It means I can run away from the marriage. It means that I'm not supposed to be with him again, because if in the first place my main reason for getting in a marriage with this man was because, oh, he has a house, he has a car, oh, he looks rich, he looks, I mean, the things that she was saying that day, it just took me aback. And this is somebody that is older than me, that I would expect that, okay, you should know better. Like, you should know better. You can't be telling me that I should marry a man who has a house already. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that if that's your situation, don't marry the man because he has house. No, you're just blessed. God has blessed you. You're not going to see the work. You're not going to go through landlord wahala. But then, if you have to go through the process, it's worth it, because it's something that will come out of that process for you. And in this life, everybody has to go through that process, and that's why I like to see a woman who is unmarried and she has built a house. I'm not saying that women should not get married. Though. Me, I'm enjoying my marriage here. If you want to marry, go and marry your own. I'm just saying that I admire a woman who is still single, yet she's doing things that normal human beings have to do. It's not only men that build houses. A woman can build her house. She can decide to build her house. That's why, and that's the reason why when I see a single lady, young, old, whatever, a single woman, not married, and she's building a house, doing some of those things that the society has made us just believe that there is a man. And it's just in us, the society has made us to believe that it's only a man that can do those kind of things. Like, it's in our subconscious. I remember there was a day that I saw one very big house just around where I'm living, and I was just like, the man that is building this house, like, it just came out like the man. And why couldn't I think that is a woman that is building it? Because we have just been programmed to know that men build houses, women come and live in the houses. And so for me, I'm just not of the opinion that you need to marry a made man. You need to marry a made man in terms of perspective, in terms of the man's mental capacity, in terms of his spiritual. And you cannot really marry a made man, because nobody at the end of the day, nobody is made. In terms of, I'm talking of perfection, yeah, nobody has it all together. But you can see a man that has potential. You see a man that is hardworking. The Bible applauds hardworking people. It applauds people who are givers. You know that if he's giving a lot, it means that he will definitely reap from what he's giving. So you can look at all those criteria. It's not that you just see a man because he has car and house, you just say, my husband has car. You will shock it. The day that you just want to hear that, the bank is coming to take this house, or there's a fire or something. I'm not saying that those are things that are going to happen or must happen. I'm just saying that when you put material things in the forefront of you making a decision on who you marry and who you don't marry, you are setting yourself up for failure in your marriage. Okay, take it from me. Anyways, I just wanted to share this story with you guys and tell you guys that also you need to be careful when you're listening to, who you're taking advice from in this period. A lot of people are getting married, so you have advice from a lot of people, and you need to filter. And before you actually bring a man or a woman to your house and say, oh, I want to marry this person, you have definitely seen this person, you have definitely looked at your own priorities. Now other people can share some things with you. You guys know that I'm all for listening to elders, I'm all for listening to people who have gone through a situation, other married people, but they are not the people who make the decisions for you. You take their opinions into consideration, you listen. And some people, you don't even, you see this girl, this person that said that thing to me, that I need to marry a man that has a house, I did not need to listen to her. I was not supposed to even answer her when she asked me that. So you need to know who you're giving audience to, especially on very important issues like your marriage and things like that, so you don't get stressed. Because just imagine that the way she sighed, you guys, if I was not, I'm a very I think, what's the word, I don't know if I'm strong-willed or if I'm opinionated or if I'm just confident. The way she sighed, if I was somebody that was wavering, if I was not yet sure that I wanted to marry my own child, I'd be like, hey, am I making the right decision to go and marry a man that does not have house? This man is a poor man, I cannot marry him. I would have been in that position because I mean, the way she sighed and the way she dismissed the idea of marrying a man that does not yet have a house, it was almost like I was just stupid to be saying that I'm going to marry this man. So you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope I've taught you one or two things. Definitely listen to elders, listen to people who have gone through what you're trying to go through, but you need to know who is who. You need to know where their advice is coming from. Are they people who are God-fearing, who are reasoning well, who have understanding? Okay, and this person was single at that time and is actually still single today, so it is well. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys on my next one. Bye.